If you've been anywhere online lately, you've probably felt it. This absolute juggernaut of a story that started as a web novel and has just exploded into a global phenomenon. We're talking about solo leveling. So what's the big deal? What makes this the ultimate power fantasy? Well, it all starts with the world itself. Okay, so picture this. Out of nowhere, these glowing portals called gates just rip open all over the world. And they aren't leading anywhere nice. They're doorways to dungeons, each one packed with deadly magical beasts that are just itching to spill out and wreck everything. To fight these monsters, a small fraction of humanity suddenly awakens with superpowers. These are the hunters, humanity's last line of defense. They form guilds, risk their lives, and dive into these dungeons to stop the overflow. They're basically the new celebrity soldiers of this era. Now, put yourself in that world. You've awakened, you're a hunter, but you're no hero. In fact, you're infamous. You're known far and wide as the weakest hunter on the entire planet, a title you've earned by almost dying in the easiest, most basic dungeons. And that's where our story really kicks off. So, let's meet our guy, Sung Jin-Woo. In a world where power is everything, ranked from a pathetic E rank all the way up to a godlike S rank, he's at the absolute bottom. And he's not just any E rank. He's literally earned the nickname, the world's weakest hunter. It's part joke, part serious warning to anyone who gets stuck on a team with him. And the power gap we're talking about here is just staggering. On one side, you've got the S ranks. These people are walking weapons, celebrities who can defend entire countries by themselves. And on the other side, you've got Jin-Woo, a guy who gets beaten up in what's basically the tutorial level. It's not just a gap, they're living in two completely different realities. So you have to ask, why does he even do it? Why risk his life every single day when he's so hopelessly weak? Well, the answer is painfully simple. His mother is sick, trapped by a magical illness, and he's the only one who can pay the hospital bills and take care of his little sister. He's not fighting for fame or glory, he's fighting just to keep his family alive. But then, it happens. On a raid that goes horribly, horribly wrong, trapped in a hidden double dungeon, Sung Jin-Woo is left for dead. But just as he's about to die, something impossible happens. He gets a second chance, a total reset. He wakes up to find a weird game-like interface floating in front of his eyes, something called the System. It's this mysterious program that only he can see. It gives him quests, it tracks his stats, it gives him rewards, and he's the only player in the world. And how it works is pure addictive video game logic. He gets daily quests, like do 100 push-ups, and bigger quests to clear dungeons. He completes them, he gets experience points, he levels up, and he gets to distribute stat points to make himself stronger, faster, whatever he wants. It's this perfect, satisfying loop of non-stop growth. Okay, and this is the most important part. You have to understand, in this world, a hunter's power is supposed to be fixed. The day you awaken as, say, a C rank, you're a C rank for life. There's no training, no getting stronger, period. Sung Jin-Woo is the only person on the entire planet who can break that rule. He's the only one who can level up. And this, right here, is where the real power fantasy begins. With this one-of-a-kind ability, Jin-Woo starts his solo journey, just grinding his way through dungeons. But to really appreciate how insane his rise is, you first have to see the titans he's about to challenge. These are Korea's S-rank hunters. We're talking about people like Cha Hae-in, the best swordswoman in the country, or Choi Jung-in, a fire mage they called the ultimate soldier. These guys are the absolute top tier, the untouchable elite. They are the power ceiling. They represent the absolute limit of what's possible in their world, a limit that Sung Jin-Woo is about to completely and utterly shatter. While every other hunter was stuck with the power they were born with, Jin-Woo just keeps on leveling up. And this number, it's not just a score in a game. It's real, tangible proof of his journey from being the world's biggest joke to a force that can look down on even the mightiest S ranks. It's the ultimate payoff. But it's not just about getting stronger. The system has something way bigger planned for him. After finishing a very special quest, he doesn't just gain a few more levels. He unlocks a class, a unique job that will completely redefine what his power is. Which brings up a pretty big question, right? Is this whole thing just some random game mechanic? Or is there a much deeper, maybe even scarier truth behind the system? The answer lies in the title he's about to claim, the Shadow Monarch. As the Shadow Monarch, he gets an absolutely terrifying new skill, shadow extraction. This means he can literally pull the souls, the shadows, of any enemy he kills and bring them back as his own loyal soldiers. He's not just a powerful fighter anymore, he's becoming the general of an immortal army that gets bigger with every victory. And it all comes down to one single iconic command, With just this one word, he summons his army from the darkness. It's more than a catchphrase, it's the symbol of his complete transformation into the king of the dead. A story this epic, one guy, building an army all by himself, was just too compelling to stay in one place. So let's zoom out for a second and look at how this incredible power fantasy ended up taking over our world. So it all started back in 2016 with the web novel, but the explosion really happened in 2018 with a webtoon, whose incredible art gave the series its signature look and built a huge international fan base. Then in 2024, the anime from A1 Pictures dropped and became a massive global hit, followed right up by a super popular RPG. And believe it or not, a live-action K-drama is already on the way. And that success wasn't just about sales, it was a critical knockout. The first season of the anime created so much buzz that it basically took over the conversation, dominating award shows and setting a new bar for what an action anime could be. This is really a masterclass in how to build a modern media franchise. Each new version just fuels the hype for the next. The webtoon gave it an iconic style, the anime brought that style to life for a global audience, and the games let fans actually be Jin-Woo. It's a whole empire built on one incredible story. So even though Sung Jin-Woo's main story is done, the franchise is far from over. There's already a sequel series called Ragnarok that's exploring what comes next. It seems like the leveling just never stops, which really only leaves one question. In a story that's all about breaking limits, is there even a level cap for a phenomenon this huge?